无量寿福, your favorite uncle here with another meditation moment. And this time we're going to be speaking of meditation. Meditation is very common now in the West. Different concepts of meditation, Buddhist meditation, Daoist meditation, Hindu, and more of the Western Hermetic style. So for someone who is interested in meditation, there are many places that you can look, and everyone will tell you their own method or methods. But for the beginner who is just getting interested in meditation, I'm a little biased on this, of course, but I believe that different forms of Taoist meditation would be best suited for a beginner. And we're going to talk about some of the basic concepts from the Taoist perspective, and a little brief instruction on how to get started in meditation. So in the world of Taoist meditation, you will find many different forms. Meditation can take the form of Daoyin or Qigong, or some type of moving meditation, oftentimes the seated kind. And we're going to specifically talk about the seated kind. Okay, uncle, so you're going to talk about the seated kind, so that's only two kinds, right? Wrong. There are as many different types of seated style meditation within the Taoist practice. And to make it more interesting, there are more seated forms of meditation even within each particular sect of Taoism. Wudangshan has their own, Maoshan has their own, Zhengyi Dao has their own, Liuren, and so on and so on and so on. Everyone has their own form of meditation and specific seated meditation. So in the beginning, we're going to talk about the two forms specifically. And this is going to be the topic of this talk, is specifically focusing on two forms of meditation, and two forms of meditation that your favorite uncle here practice and teach. So the first is called 坐忘, which is closest in some ways to the Chan Buddhist teaching of doing nothing, emptying everything, no thought, no anything. And 坐忘, a lot of people have problems with 坐忘, especially here in the West. But that's okay. If you want to begin with 坐忘, doing nothing, sitting and just sitting, and when you begin a 坐忘practice, it is very well, any form of meditation when you begin is very difficult because your mind constantly is bringing up all kinds of thoughts, and oftentimes people tend to try to force the thoughts that arrive out, which then causes more problems in the meditation session. And the reason for this is because you are now placing focus on trying to eliminate the thoughts that naturally come up, especially in the beginning, when your goal is to simply sit and be. So when you focus your attention, even if it's something on a positive or seemingly a positive, it winds up actually being a negative and a hindrance to you. And I think this is very interesting because the Taoist way of looking at things is very similar to that concept. In the West, people take Wu Wei concept of doing nothing and they misunderstand that into thinking that you just absolutely do nothing, which of course doesn't accomplish anything. Even within meditation, doing nothing does not necessarily mean doing no thing. Nothingness as a concept is a bit further along a topic for discussion than this brief talk. But even by physically forcing or mentally forcing those thoughts to try to stop, you then have to create more thoughts. So, 周往, I don't want you to think that it is very, very, very difficult to do. It is difficult in the beginning, but the experiences that you have in simply sitting are extremely profound, especially in the later stages. So, 周往 is good, wonderful, wonderful meditation form. But for someone who is just getting started, I typically discuss and teach the second form that we're going to talk about, which is 静坐. 静坐 is visualization, and visualization is similar to the Western way of doing things these days. However, the visualization in 静坐 is very, very simple. Just focus on breath. Just focus on your dantian, which is the spot below the belly button. And in later talks, we'll talk about some of the different concepts of the way that we view the body. But 静坐 is wonderful because you can have that one thing to focus on. And even in the 静坐 type meditation, you will still run into wandering, wavering thoughts. And this is natural, especially in the beginning, as I said. So the concept is, when those thoughts come, recognize that they come, and don't give them any thought. Don't give the thoughts. Just allow it to naturally come, and it will naturally pass. And the meditation will continue. As you progress in the meditation, these wandering thoughts will become less and less. Any outside distractions, such as the house settling, or if you have animals, a cat knocking over a bowl, or any type of loud noise that would otherwise startle you, once you become adept at meditation and you make this a focus, you will find that even those loud noises will not distract you as you go deeper and deeper and deeper into the meditation. So, 静坐 meditation. What do you meditate on? What do you think about? Uncle, you said keep it simple. Yes, keep it simple. It could be simple phrase, which I will talk about in just a moment and give you a great phrase to think about and repeat silently while you're meditating. But taking into account your breath, deep, deep breath, in and out through the nose. The tip of the tongue touches just behind the teeth on the top of the top palate of your mouth. Everything is very slow. Everything is very natural. Don't force the breath. There are different types of breathing. There is even the reverse breathing. But for now, you will focus on just breathing deeply and slowly. One breath begins, another ends, another begins, another ends, and this way going back and forth. And breath is very important in Daoist meditation, and because it is directly linked to what we call the 三宝, which are the three treasures Beautiful name, 3 treasures. So what are these 3 treasures? You have Jing, which is sometimes translated as essence or the seed. You have Qi, which everyone knows Qi. Qi is the energy. The Japanese call Ki. It is energy, vitality. Think of Qi as if you have a toaster and you put the bread inside the toaster and you push the lever down. If the toaster is not plugged in, nothing happens. So when you plug in the toaster, think of the electricity that makes the toaster work, Qi. And Shen. So Shen means spirit or the deep mind. And these 3 treasures, these Sambao, are all interlinked with breath, as I said. So in a very, very short, small thing, not going into the 3 dantians in the body, but you have 3 major, what we call the dantian, which is the centers of Qi, Qi, and where Qi is stored and distributed through the body. So deep in meditation, and this is what meditation does, when you begin meditating and with the deep, deep, deep breath, the breath mixes with the Jing. Jing rises up into your lower dantian, which is below the belly button. And this breath and Jing mix, and together they mix and form Qi. At a later state during the meditation, the Qi rises. Of course, Qi flows through all of the meridians in your body. And the idea is for a healthy body to have balance. Your Qi is flowing, it is free, it is not blockaded in any way, so it allows to free. But for the purposes of meditation discussion, the Qi rises to your middle dantian, which is between the nipples in the center of your chest. And Qi and the breath intermix and become Shen. Shen then rises to the upper dantian, which is where your tianmu, your third eye, would be located. The breath and the Shen mix and then become Dao. So in a very, very small way. But uncle, that sounds very complicated. It can be, but don't focus on the complications. I'm all about teaching everyone simple things that you can begin doing now. So, but I wanted to give you a very small basis for what we're talking about. So we have, as I said, the 2 types of meditation, 坐王 and 静坐. 坐王 is wonderful, and I love all forms of meditation. 坐王 is wonderful. 静坐 is what we're going to finish this talk up with, and how to do this. So 静坐, as I said, is the simple visualization technique, or reciting something in your mind. And the thing that you're going to recite is 心平气和. So it sounds very, don't worry about the tones right now, but 心 means the heart, the heart, and not just the beating, thumping, blood pumping heart, but the when we speak of, you love something from the heart, it is what we mean. So 心 means heart. 平 means to be even, to be equal. evenness. Qi, we just discussed, is the energy, is the vital energy. And he means harmony. So 心平气和 is everything total, balanced, relaxation. Everything is in harmony. Your heart is in harmony. It is balanced. Interestingly enough, 心平气和 is one of the things that I sign at the end of my signature in the posts on Facebook and Instagram, because 心平气和 is very, very, very important. And so this phrase I picked for, you're going to use this in a form of 静坐 meditation. So to begin, I want you to be wearing something very, very comfortable. And you're going to find a place to sit on the floor, on a pillow. Get yourself comfortable, and you're going to cross your legs and sit. You don't have to do a full lotus style position or anything, but cross your legs. And then, with your back straight, you're going to put your hands into the meditation posture. And now for men, you're going to, I will put the picture on this, so to reference for men and for women. But for men, your left hand will be inside. You will meet the hands at the thumb, and then your left hand will grab your right thumb, and your right hand will support your left hand in sort of a form of the fist. And this posture represents the yin yang. Women is the same, but the other way around. So your left hand will embrace your right fist, and your thumb will be within the right palm. So you will adopt this position. You will close your eyes and begin breathing in and out through the nose. When you close your eyes, leave just a small, very tiny slit and look downward so you can just barely see light. And as you breathe in and out, very slowly, in through the nose, out through the nose, no pausing, no holding of breath, just in through the nose, out through the nose, in through the nose, out through the nose. Anything that you hear around you, just let it be. Don't focus on any thought other than your breathing. And after you have done this for a few moments, on the inhale, you're going to mentally say 心平. On the exhale, 气和. Inhale, 心平. Exhale, 气和. So inhale is 心平. Exhale, 气和. And then just keep saying this to yourself. This will regulate your breath. It will give you something lofty and laudable, and something that is worthy of meditation. To be completely tranquil, to be completely balanced. 心平气和, let that be your focus of meditation. And try this for 5 minutes in the very, very beginning. Get yourself settled. Make sure you have the proper posture. And recite 心平气和 in your meditations. Don't worry if you're pronouncing the tones wrong. You're not speaking to someone. This is a topic of focus for you. Let that phrase help you and guide you. Give you something to focus on during your 静坐 meditation. Meditation, as I said before, is all around us. And some people try to make lots and lots of money when the instruction is very simple. It is the practice that is difficult. Teaching someone how to meditate is very, very simple. I can teach someone how to draw fu. I can teach someone how to draw a talisman, a fu for protecting children or for happy marriage or this, that, and the other. But even if you learn exactly how to draw it, if you don't know the zhuo to say, you don't know the incantations to say, if you don't know the finger movements, the symbol is just a symbol that's an interesting, intricate collection of things on yellow paper. So I can teach meditation, I can teach qigong, daoyin, stuff like that. But it's you. It is up to you to do the practice. And I, your favorite uncle, am always here to help you in your practice. Even if you're a very beginner and you say, Uncle, oh, I want to learn how to meditate, but I don't have $500 and something to go to a class or a retreat for the weekend. No problem. Your favorite uncle has you. I've got you. So remember 心平气和. Let that be the phrase. Let that be your guide in your meditation practice. And if you follow the simple form of the 静坐 meditation, the visualization, and you do this for 5 minutes a day. Try 5 minutes a day for 1 week. And then try for 10 minutes. And then 15. And then 30 minutes. And then an hour. And then see how long you can go. Let that be a good exercise. And you will only benefit in the long run. You will only benefit in the long run. Your body will become healthier. Your mind will become more tranquil. You will become even-keeled, even-tempered. Just try it and see. You have nothing to lose. Except bad habits and bad energy, bad qi. So, in conclusion, this has gone a little long. The many different types of meditation. 坐王, 静坐 are both forms of Daoist meditation. There are many others. But for now, if you are interested in practicing meditation, I urge you to begin doing the 静坐 style. And use the method that I've taught. If you can find someone else who teaches a different form that is seems better for you, follow that. But the important thing to do is to begin meditation. Meditation is so very important for the body and the mind and the spirit. So until the next meditation moments, I am your favorite uncle, 把书导师, Uncle 8, wishing you all of the best in your meditation.